blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it.
Hey you welcome back right here, and this is Godsway here. Today I have something crazy for you, right? So today is Friday and I took a trade with a crazy setup, and it's ICT concept. I'm going to break it down for you right here on the chart, so don't worry, don't go anywhere. Sit down, let me take you through this setup. It's going to blow your mind, right? And now if you're new here, quickly, this is just a quick update on the 5k profit challenge account I'm currently on. I promise to update you on every step on the way, right? Everything I go through, I'm going to update you. Yesterday was Thursday. I didn't take any trade because of one thing, and I'm going to tell you, right? Today is Friday. I took a trade with the crazy setup, which I am about breaking for you right now on the chart. So quickly, let's go inside. But then before we go inside, yesterday I didn't take any trade because it's in my plan that I have to get a clear mind before I take a trade. I have to be comfortable before I take a trade. Now yesterday I was busy, I wasn't with the chart, so literally I cannot force any trade. If I force a trade, it will definitely go against me, right? But today I took just one trade, right? Just one trade, just one damn trade. Let's look at the setup and let's see the before and after, right? Let's go. Alright, so right here we are on our chart, and this is the Euro USD chart, the particular trade that I took today, and you can see right here. Good. So quickly, let me show you the before and after of this trade, right? So over here I have the before. I marked out the chart and I took a screenshot of it, and it is right here, you can see. Good. And after that, this is how it played out. Let me show you quickly. This is it right here, and I took the screenshot of it after it. Now let me break everything down to you, how I was able to take this particular trade and the reason behind me taking it, right? Of course, I use ICT concepts to trade this particular pair, right? So when you come to the chart, this is the M15 time frame, and now the first thing that I did was to go to the higher time frame, that's the daily time frame. And when I got to the daily time frame, the first thing I did was to mark out the high, right? The high and the low, right? The current high and the low of the market, right? So I marked out my low right here, and I marked out my high right here. So the high I marked out over here, it actually indicates that what buy side liquidity has been taken out over here already, right? Buy side liquidity, which was resting over here, all right? The buy side liquidity has already been taken out over here, right? So let me delete that quickly. It has been taken out. So what I'm expecting is, I'm expecting price to come for any sell side liquidity and clear it off as well. That's what I'm expecting actually, after marking out the high and the low of the market. So what I did was I took my Fibonacci and I measured the market. So I got the equilibrium right here. So anything above this equilibrium is in a premium zone, and anything below it is in a discount zone. Now in a discount zone right here, we have a fair value gap over here. I know price mostly got moved towards this fair value gap to balance everything for moving to wherever you want to go, right? So currently price was in a premium zone, and just like anything, if you have a material that you want to sell, you expect the price of the material to go high before you sell it, right? So that you can gain profit. So right now, since it is in a premium zone, meaning the price is high, so you can sell from there to gain something. But listen, I cannot take a trade on a daily time frame, so I have to go down straight to the M15 time frame and see what I can do over here, right? So when you come to the M15 time frame too, there is nothing clear over here that will tell me to take this particular trade. If I were to be here, I'll be waiting and I'll not take this particular trade. So what I did was I went down to the M5 time frame and see what the market can give me. So when I got here, since I was in the market is already in a premium zone, I was only looking for selling opportunities, right? So when I got here, I saw a fair value gap right here. Okay, the time I drew this fair value gap, I saw market over here, market was here. So it basically took out this short-term sell side liquidity. It took it out, and there was a displacement, right? So after this displacement, there was what we saw, two fair value gap, right? there's one over here, right? There's one over here, and there's one over here. But listen, on this lower time frame, you better go for the the last fair value gap rather than the current one. Okay, so I decided to mark out this particular one, right? So I was just waiting, and price was moving. So at the point that it got into the fair value gap right here, all right, at the point that it got into it, boom, I took my shot, right? I took my shot from there, and the market just went down, and simply that is the whole trade I took. Now listen, I targeted only here because I was expecting price to just come down, like how it swept out the liquidity over here. I was expecting price to sweep out liquidity over here again and take the next move. Although I'm totally bearish on this pair up to the fair value gap seen on a daily time frame, but listen, I wasn't ready to risk a lot. Okay, this is it up to this point, right? This is the overall target on the market, right? But I wasn't ready to risk everything just like that, right? So I took out only this portion, right? So I took out only this portion from here to here, and let me go to the M5 time frame so that you can see it clearly, right? All right, so I took it from here and up to here, boom, I left the market, and that was like 11 pips along the line. Already price, before I took this trade, price moved like 28 pips already during the London session, and the time I'm recording this, price has already moved like 56 pips. That's after I took my profit and stuff like that, right? So basically that is it here. That is the trade I took, and I hope you do understand this. That just a quick recap of the principle I followed. First off, I went to the daily time frame. I marked out the high and the low, right? I marked out the high and the low. Once I marked out the high and the low, what I did next was I checked out if there's a fair value gap in the opposite direction of the market, and I also marked out my equilibrium with the help of the Fibonacci tool. I mean, at the 50%, that's 0.5, I marked out the equilibrium. So the equilibrium gave me the option to see where market is currently. Is it in a discount or premium zone? So once I got to know that it is in a premium zone, I'm looking for selling opportunities, right? So I quickly went down to the lower time frame to see if there will be any selling opportunity that will present itself. So when I got to the 5-minute time frame, I just marked out this fair value gap, since it took out this low, which was a sell side liquidity, and boom, price went back to that particular fair value gap. Guys, look at this, it didn't even go up, right? It didn't even go up further, just at where the fair value gap is, and it started shooting down, right? So basically that is it. I wasn't greedy, I took only one trade, and yeah, that's all. That's it. So my 5k challenge account is still intact. Nothing happened to it. It just like I just made a small profit on it, and let's see how best we'll be able to climb us this. If we fail or we are going to pass the challenge, like you right now, I don't know, we are just trading. So let's see how best we'll be able to take this challenge, right? So this is Godsway here. If you like a content like this and you also want to hop onto the challenge, don't forget to just use the link in the video description and trade with CONSUMMATE TRADERS. CONSUMMATE TRADERS is the pro firm I'm actually trading with currently, right? And if you also want to be with me, just go ahead and hit the like button on the video, and also subscribe for more content coming your way, because I'll be updating you on this challenge till either I lose the account or I pass the account as the challenge. You're gonna know, right? So let's see how it goes then. I'll see you in the next video.